Yeah, it's interesting. From a stakeholder point of view, I feel like Salesforce went to market around selling to that executive suite. It's really around the reporting and hey, this is an executive tool. HubSpot went more towards frontline. Like hey, we're building this for the users instead of the executive team. Now, with that being said, HubSpot today caters to that executive team really, really well, but it still has that feel around hey, a sales rep actually enjoys using it. It actually helps them do their job better versus just from a Salesforce point of view. I think a lot of times, and I say this coming from a Salesforce point of view for 10 years, it sometimes felt like you were just putting stuff into the system, right? Like you're always updating opportunities. It's there to be able to report on. But as far as like actually enabling me as a salesperson or a sales manager, doesn't do a lot of that. You have to have some sort of add-ons that to do some of those things.
Yeah, and I'll say on a manager's perspective, I would like to know how I can help my team. Like not only I know there's a lot of people saying at first, like I'm installing a Big Brother system or I'm already in a Big Brother ecosystem that's like looking at me. But people have to understand like there's a part where your data, what you do on a daily basis, it empower yourself, but it can also empower your colleagues, like upsell opportunities, like aiming for a vertical. HubSpot is going to give you a way to make it easy that say, hey, I've sold, for example, let's say that we sold an onboarding to a customer. They didn't buy web product because they were not due to rebrand or rebuild their website. Now I know that I have HubSpot installed. Maybe I try to teach them why they should think about rebuild. What is the beneficial of rebuilding your website? Same thing with AI stuff. Like everything that you could have in mind, like I'll say the opportunity you can create. And once again, the data is going to be able to be one key factor between this and other, just to be able to tell you, hey, where's the opportunity rise for this customer? And we're going to go, and I'll say probably a couple of next months are going to be complicated in some cases on a sales perspective. Like we're not in a market where we see a lot of growth, we see a lot of opportunity, but you're going also to get that opportunity in. You better have the right tool to help you like be at the top of your game, because at the end of the day, it might be 1% that make the whole difference between a close one and a close loss.
Yeah, the margins are so, I don't want to say thin, but in a lot of cases they are thin. And that 1%, 2%, 3% makes a massive difference. It's funny. You've probably seen this joke going around on LinkedIn, but 10 years ago, as an IT professional or head of IT or CIO of a company, Salesforce was that safe move. You never, you would put it in, there's no way to get fired from that decision. I think today that's very different.